These are the hidden gems that destroy Swiss watches on pure quality alone. Because let's be real, Swiss brands are charging you thousands for a brand's name. But these 10 underrated watch brands, well, they're giving you premium specs, killer designs, and honest prices. Without wasting any more of your time though, let's start with Marau. Now Marau is a Belgian microbrand that blends vintage-inspired design with solid modern specs, all of which is Swiss made. They focus on clean, wearable proportions and high-quality materials without inflating prices like many heritage Swiss brands. Marau watches give that old-school diver charm with the quality to match, giving you serious value, whereas Swiss brands with a similar design might charge you double. Next we move on to Eco Neutra, a brand with Italian design but Swiss craftsmanship. Now Eco Neutra keeps things classic with vintage field, dive and racing inspired watches, with their focus on clean aesthetics, reliable solita movements and fair pricing. Essentially they give you that Swiss brand vibe without the Swiss brand tax, making them a no-brainer for anyone who wants to buy a watch for quality rather than brand name. South Korean brand Petman proves you don't need a Swiss name to get premium chronograph design. They bring serious mechanical movements and sharp finishing, with styling inspired by classic motorsport watches, but with their own twist. On top of that, they have some of the best value daily beaters, some really nice dress stuff, and some really nice higher end stuff. You're getting build quality and specs that just punch way above their price range, and if you were to ask me, I'd say any Swiss chronograph is having more than a run for its money from this brand here. Canadian microbrand Heron keeps it simple. Vintage inspired designs with modern durability. Think classic divers and field watches, but tougher than most entry level Swiss options, with solid specs and fair prices. Heron definitely quietly delivers tall watches that feel authentic and aren't trying to ride on a heritage name like some Swiss brands. Rather, the quality of the timepieces speak for themselves. Their watches are built for real-world use with American design and Swiss or Japanese movements depending on the model and price range. Their field and dive watches are practical, clean and ready for water, not just marketing. They really go on to that very well built, very robust and very durable watch, and they show that Swiss toughness, that Swiss reliability and build quality that people talk about doesn't have to be hidden behind the Swiss price range. A young British brand making serious waves, Clemens focuses on well-balanced, do-it-all watches with great specs and sharp design. They deliver that classic vintage diver look, but modernised for everyday use. Clemens of course sticks to good pricing and overall quality compared to Swiss brands especially, but I also want to mention their dials are particularly cool because they're based on the natural landscape, the way the sun sets, things along these lines, which in my opinion makes it more interesting. Seals Watch Co from California takes a different approach. Bold, industrial inspired designs that feel unique but not overdone. Their watches feel robust, original, and built with the kind of specs you'd expect from a serious tall watch brand like maybe Rolex, Tudor, Omega, or even Longines. Now this is a more fun and more interesting choice than going for Swiss brands twice the price that are the same quality. Furl and Mari made headlines for bringing vintage Swiss chronograph aesthetics to the microbrand world at a fraction of the price. Their attention to design details rivals luxury brands, but they stay accessible when it comes to price ranges. Also specifically I'd like to mention that their movements are incredible for the price and show that good movements aren't just stuck between a Swiss name, because the movements here will far surpass any Swiss brand you can think of in the price range that's a more well-known brand and not another microbrand. I also want to mention that when it comes to design language, this brand is one of the best out there. They don't have a single watch that looks bad. And when you ask me, I think every single one of their watches looks just as good, if not better, as any Swiss watch anywhere near the price range. French brand Seraka blends minimalist military style with real-world toughness. Their Swiss-made watches are simple, functional and built for wear, not just display cases. They offer a refreshing alternative to Swiss brands that often charge more for less, giving enthusiasts honest tool watches that deliver for a lower price tag than Swiss brands. And as well as that, I think that they're starting to do some more innovative and interesting things, like with the Seraka Parade. Last but not least, from Sweden, E.C. Anderson combines innovative engineering with a handmade boutique approach. Their watches are built in-house with thoughtful designs and practical features that outshine any mid-tier Swiss brands for a price range that borders on the lower end. If you want something that looks different but is serious quality, they're a great brand for you to go to, and I would definitely recommend. And honestly, there are loads more brands out there doing the same, but I can't fit them all in one video, so if you know of any hidden gems I should be looking at, drop them in the comments. I always love seeing what you lot are into, and I always love discovering new and unique brands. It really stokes the fire of my horological passion. And with that, never forget, time keeps ticking, so use the time you have wisely.